All right, shooting this one right before I go for tonight's little jog, run, walk. I don't know, something in between. But I made that post earlier this morning, and it's crazy. It's like 1 month, and my wife and I will have a little baby girl. So, and it's the other thing that's interesting about it. For all we know, it could be in the next 2 weeks. You never know. So, one thing that I wanted to cover are, you look at it and over the course of time, people's needs obviously change. Before having a kid, before getting married, concepts like insurance are really something you don't really think of. Even savings, most people don't really think of. But as you get married, insurance starts to have a little bit of meaning. Saving for retirement is something that people start to look at. And I just want to give a couple of the things that we've been getting prepared for with the coming of little Olivia. And a couple of these things are, we've started building up more of an emergency fund. Because face it, like, who really wants to be working when you've got a newborn girl? So it's one thing that we've been working on building up more and more. That way, when she does come along, I don't necessarily have to work that particular week or that couple weeks. And that's one area. And then another area has been the area of insurance, which is that, you want to make sure that if something happened to me, that would be a bit of a problem, like a big bit of a problem. So we made sure that there's an appropriate amount of insurance covering both my wife and I. And then another thing that we made sure that we're taking care of is we want to also make sure that we have some kind of a will or a trust that dictates what our assets actually, how are they distributed, who gets what. And it's obviously pretty simple because we don't own like 17 properties in like 3 different countries or something like that. But nonetheless, we do have some items that we want to make sure that people know. It's known who those are going to. So that's another area that we've been taking care of. We've definitely been making sure that through all of that we keep saving toward retirement. That's something that never drops out, no matter what's going on. And it's just always an importance for us, because the thing is, the better prepared you are, the more likely nothing's ever going to happen. So we want to make sure nothing's ever going to happen. And if something does happen, we don't want to be caught with our pants down. So think with some of those things, realize that as life needs change, some of your needs are going to change as well. And also, if you don't know exactly what to do in each of those circumstances, reach out to me, send me a private message. Don't like post personal questions about yourself. Send me a message on that. If it's a general question, totally fine. But I want to make sure that anything that we do is confidential. So definitely let as many people know this as you can. Repost it, like it, comments, the whole thing, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.